black mold. When you find it in your house, the first question that might come to mind is this: how do I get rid of it? The second question might be then, if I can't get rid of it, who can, and how long will this take? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 steps to get rid of toxic mold. I'm Steve Worsley. I'm the owner of CNC Contractor Services. I'm a mold mitigation specialist and consultant. This channel is dedicated to teaching you what you need to know to protect the health of your home and your family from toxic mold. When it comes to toxic mold, it's important to clear up one myth. This is something I hear from all of my clients, and that is, how can you kill mold? Here's the truth. You can kill mold, but mold spores are naturally present in every home. So what you do kill, there are thousands, if not millions of mold spores that you did not kill that will still be there. To kill mold, you would have to consistently and constantly be fogging or spraying the mold spores. For most of us, that's not something that we want to do in our homes. It's also a lot of chemicals that you would be spraying in your home, which could be very toxic to you, your pets, and the rest of the occupants of the home. As I stated, mold spores are naturally present in a home. Mold infestations are not. So if you see a mold infestation, that is not normal. Mold spores that are microscopic and floating in the air, that is common. That's why when we do air testing for mold, there should always be mold spores detected. For the most part, there's no such thing as a home that has no mold spores in it. Unless you have a high-tech system and never open windows, you will always have mold spores in your home. Having said that, let's talk about 5 steps to get rid of toxic mold. Keep in mind that these 5 ways are steps, and all 5 steps are required to ensure that you get rid of toxic mold. This episode is not an episode explaining how we remove mold as professionals. We will have a future episode that will explain mold mitigation by the professionals. First thing you must do when you think you have a mold concern, you must document what's going on. You need to take pictures and keep a journal. Make sure that you identify dates, symptoms, and what rooms you believe toxic mold is in. It is very helpful to have things such as moisture intrusion events. Did the shingles on the roof come off? Was there heavy rainstorms? Was there a water pipe break or a sewage backup? All of these things are very important when you keep a journal for mold in your home. I'd love to know how you're documenting your experience of toxic mold in your home. Comment below and tell me what you're doing to document what's going on. The second thing you must have is an assessment, work plan, and testing performed by a mold inspector or mold assessor. You must hire a mold professional to test your home. You need a report that clearly lays out what needs to be done for mold mitigation. It's also important to identify the mold species and the levels in your home. All of this is crucial before you hire a mold mitigation contractor. A work plan with square footage is also crucial so that all the mitigation companies are bidding on the same work. The third thing, get mold sickness symptoms evaluated from a doctor. Be sure to find a functional medicine doctor or specialist who has a background and solid understanding of mold sickness. Be sure to get tests done so that you can confirm your mold sickness symptoms. Having this information will help you determine, before and after mold mitigation, whether the toxic mold is gone. If you've seen a doctor about mold sickness symptoms, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share with me what's been your experience with your doctors and with mold sickness. The fourth thing, interview potential mold mitigation contractors before choosing one. It is crucial that you interview at least 2 mold mitigation contractors. Don't go with the first mold mitigation contractor you find. Keep this in mind. The cheapest company is not always the best choice. As you hear all the time, you do get what you pay for, and mold mitigation is not cheap. Do your due diligence. Call the potential contractor and ask for references. Do research on each company. Ask the company if they are insured, certified, and licensed. Keep in mind, not all states and municipalities require licensing for mold professionals. Find out how long mold mitigation will take and get a bid for pricing before you move forward with any mold mitigation contractors. Remember to share the work plan we talked about with all the contractors so they are all bidding on the same amount of work. The fifth thing to get rid of toxic mold in your home. Once mold mitigation has been completed, do not bring old items back into your home. This applies to everything such as clothing, furniture, and all personal belongings that are made of cellulose materials. It is important to consult with a mold specialist to determine which belongings should be salvaged and can be salvaged and what should be thrown away. Remember what I said at the beginning of this. Moldy materials must be thrown away. You should have post-mitigation testing performed, and it should be done by a third-party company so that there is no bias with the testing. There you have it. There are 5 ways to get rid of toxic mold. If you're dealing with toxic mold issues or you've had mold mitigation done but still have toxic mold concerns, you can schedule a consultation or a virtual property assessment with me. You can learn more about both of those on our website at cnccontractorservices.com. Once again, that is cnccontractorservices.com. If this video was helpful, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week.